Tina here, Magical Traveling Moms.
I see us on YouTube.
All right, awesome. I'm just checking our Facebook stuff. We always check because, we talk about this all the time on here. We have a lot of technical issues here on the Magical.
Well, there's a lot of working parts over here at Magical Traveling Moms.
Yeah, there are. We're juggling it all. So
we are, so that's why we need all of the likes and the subscribes and the reviews so that maybe we can hire a technical person to help us with all of these tech things. And then get us all set up, right?
Yes. They can teach us how to do all the wonderful things. I'm just kind of sharing this post here real quick.
Okay.
And then we'll get started. So how are you, Colleen? What's new?
I am fabulous. It's just busy. It's busy time. Listen, everybody's going to Walt Disney World, let me tell you.
Oh, I know.
Holy cow, it's crazy.
I know, it's so busy. It is so busy.
Now, did you see they did a thing on, like a review sort of on the new Galaxy Star Cruiser?
I've been watching a lot of that lately, and it looks amazing. I
know, because it's officially like open now, right? It's today the first day of it?
Yeah, it's open. It's official.
Yeah, I think today is the first, like, where real, like, actual guests, like, are going to be staying. But I've seen a lot of YouTubers and bloggers and even, like, CNN and, like, doing write-ups about and a lot more information. So I cannot wait to find out more information about this, the Star Cruiser.
I know. I think we need to go and experience it.
I mean, I agree. I totally agree.
Yeah.
We'll take one for the team and go.
Yeah, we have to figure that out. We got to figure that out. So
it looks like unlike anything else you've ever done. So
I know it looks so super immersive. I'm like super excited about it. So we'll have to do kind of a chat on that at some point, I think.
We will when we get more info. And I was thinking, like, that's actually kind of goes along with what we're talking about today. We're talking about character dining. And this is like the most immersive character interaction experience like that you can have at Walt Disney World is the Galactic Star Cruiser.
I know. So we definitely have to talk about that. So good lead into our topic today. Good lead in. So
how I did that.
Yeah, I love how you do that. So this is interactive. So today we're talking about what's your favorite Walt Disney World character dining. And so please make sure you comment because we'll definitely talk about it as we go through this topic. So I'm going to get ready to actually technically record our podcast here. So just a reminder of our audience, we have people watching. So thank you for joining us. Feel free to comment as we start diving in and let us know if you agree or disagree with our favorite character dining.
Tell us what your favorite character dining is.
Yeah, just write in the comments. So, all right, so let's get started. All right. Welcome to the Magical Traveling Moms podcast. My name is Tina, and I am here with my wonderful co-host, Miss Colleen. And today we're talking about Walt Disney World character dining, specifically our favorites. But before we get started, as always, we like to thank the sponsors of our show, Mystical Dream Travel. Mystical Dream Travel is an earmarked travel agency and an authorized Disney vacation planner with Disney destinations. The agents at Mystical Dream Travel can help you plan a fabulous Walt Disney World vacation, Disney Cruise Line, Disney Alani, which is one of my favorites, or Disneyland, and of course, Disney Cruise Line. So be sure to reach out to the wonderful agents over at Mystical Dream Travel. You can check them out at mysticaldreamtravel.com or look them up on social media. Hey, Colleen, how are you today?
Hi, Tina. I am awesome today. How are you?
I'm good. So today we are talking about our favorite Walt Disney World character dining experiences.
Yeah, it's so hard because there's so many good ones to choose from.
There are. And this is a question we get asked a lot as travel advisors. Like, what are your favorite character dinings? What are the must do? So hopefully we'll be answering all your questions. And since we are live, both on YouTube and Facebook today, if you have anything you'd like to add or contribute to this conversation, please feel free to pop that in the comments, and we'll definitely share your information and let us know if you agree or disagree with our choices. So, Colleen, you're going to go up first. So what?
I am? Oh
yeah,
my God.
So it's like top 5. So top 5.
Am I going to list all 5, or are we going to go like one by one?
We'll go one by one, and then I'll see if because we might have some of the same. Sometimes we do when we do the list. So
my first one that I want to mention is Hollywood and Vine.
Ooh.
Which is a character dining at Hollywood Studios. And in particular, I wanted to kind of highlight the breakfast.
Okay.
Because the Hollywood and Vine breakfast features unique characters that you can't really see at any other time. And those are the Disney Junior characters.
Oh, that's so
so they have like Sophia and Doc McStuffins and Handy Manny and Vampirina. I know she's very popular. But I think that it's a very unique experience because there isn't really a whole lot of things to do with Disney Junior characters at Walt Disney World at all. And so to be able to go and eat a breakfast with those characters, and so many younger kids love those characters. So I think it's one that people maybe don't realize is available too.
No, I agree. And I have never done that character breakfast because that came when Sarah was older. And so she wasn't into, like, you know what I mean? She was older and then she wasn't into those characters. But I agree with you. That one actually was not on my list.
Oh, well, good. Oh, I'm glad I came up with something different than you.
I know. Now, I have done it for dinner. I have done the
right. So, yeah, for dinner and lunch, I think it's available for lunch too. Mm-hmm. It's Minnie's seasonal dining. So, Minnie is the hostess.
Yes.
And it's a different theme for the season. So, like in the summer, they're like dressed up like in their bathing suits and summer attire, and in the holiday season they're dressed up for the holidays. So that's kind of fun that if you go more than once, if you go at different times of the year, it's like the same characters but there's a different theme to it. So
yes, we've gone when it was like the Hollywood glamour scene. So
that would be fun.
Yes, so lots of fun. So I picked as one of mine, and I'll be surprised if you don't have this on your list.
Okay.
So I picked Tusker House over at Animal Kingdom.
I do have that on my list.
I kind of had a feeling. So I love the dining, the Tusker House dining over at Animal Kingdom. I really enjoy it. I've done it for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I've done all of them. In fact, I just put it on my trip in October for breakfast. And it was amazing. I really enjoyed it. The characters are in their safari wear, so which makes it a lot of fun.
Yeah,
and they do a little bit of dancing and some songs, and I just think it's fun. The food, normally it's a buffet style, but right now it's being served family style. I still believe they're still doing it that way. But it's African inspired food. And I'm really shocked that my daughter actually likes it because she's quite picky, and she likes the dinner and the lunch too. So I was like, hey, something.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So I really like it.
That is actually, I mean, I love the characters and the theme and stuff, but the reason why I put it on my list is because I think of all the character dining, that's one of the best food wise.
Yes, I agree.
Like just the quality of the food and the variety of the food. Now they do always have like your standard, like American stuff too.
Yes, they do.
Like, so if you have picky eaters that
friendly food,
only want to have mac and cheese and chicken fingers or something. But then they also have those African dishes. So it's a really great opportunity to expand your palate and try something new. And I think all of it's delicious. Like, and it's stuff you wouldn't normally try, like you wouldn't think to try it.
Yeah.
Oh, we have a comment.
Yes. So Steve said he did the Tusker House when his girls were younger, and it was a good theme, and the food was he thought the food was so.
So. Okay. Well, that is one of the things with character dining. I feel like, and people will ask me that too, like, what's the food like? And it's not going to be the best food you have at Walt Disney. Like, there's certainly restaurants that you go to because the food is fantastic.
Yes.
The character dining, a lot of them are buffet or family style, like right now instead of buffet. But because of that, just the nature of it being a buffet, the food is not going to be as good as like if you go to a sit down restaurant where you order a la carte and everything's prepared fresh for you and all of that. But I would say that of the ones that do buffet, I feel like Tusker House is one of the better quality ones.
No, I agree. I agree with that. All right. So what's your next one?
So the next one I have on my list, I had Tusker House next on my list, so I'm going to skip over that one.
Yeah.
So I actually haven't done this one yet, but I want to put it on here because I just love the theme. And you know how I am a big foodie, so I am a lot about the food experience. And this one looks like it's a really amazing food experience, and it is the Storybook Dining.
Oh my God, that's
Artist Point.
That's on my list because I haven't done it yet either. And I actually have a little show and tell. So I have a little show.
Oh, yeah.
I do. So I had a client who was just at Disney World last month, and she was so kind. She dropped off a little something fun yesterday, and she dropped off the menu for Storybook Forest. So look at this.
Oh, I love the illustration. So those who don't know, Storybook Dining at Artist Point is in the Wilderness Lodge Resort. And that's another good tip too, is that some of the character meals are not in a park. They're actually at resorts. So you don't necessarily have to do it on your park day, or, you can be more flexible with those, but it is Snow White themed.
It is.
So that's one of the reasons why I picked it. 'Cause I think, again, it's like unique characters you're not going to see at any other dining. So you get Snow White and the evil queen,
which you don't see her out close.
I know. Like, you wouldn't normally see the evil queen except like during Halloween, like during the Halloween parties and stuff. So to see the evil queen is amazing. And then also, I know at least Dopey, the dwarf Dopey, is in it, but I think there might be another dwarf. I think there's like 2 dwarfs and then Snow White. And I bet it is, because Dopey and Grumpy are like the most popular, right?
Right. Exactly.
And again, the dwarves are characters you don't get to see very often, like only during special events do they ever have.
Yes, and never up close and personal. So they're usually out, like you see them in a parade or in a show or something like that. So so
I just love the mix of characters, and then the food it sounds amazing. The presentation, it's definitely an upscale.
Yes.
Fine dining kind of experience. So it might not be the best choice for a picky eater. It's not really it's not going to be like the buffets where there's tons of different options. Like, this is a fixed menu and it is what it is.
Yeah.
So, you want to look at the menu. It's only available for dinner. But for me as a foodie, it just sounds amazing. But I don't know if it's one I would take my kids to, because I've looked at the menu and I'm like, I don't know if there's anything on here that they would love, and they don't probably care so much about seeing the characters as I do. So I could see this as being something I would do with like adults, like with girlfriends or just my husband and I or something like that.
Well, if they have a good steak on there, my daughter would be in, as long as she can get steak. And I think they do have it.
Oh, do they? Okay. Yeah. My one son would eat the steak. The other one, he's not sure if he likes steak. So, but it definitely seems more grown up. It feels like a more grown up experience than some of the other character meals.
No, I agree. And they're known for their fun drinks too. I'll have to post a video later of my client sent me on one of the fun drinks that they did. So look for that. So let's move on. So my next pick, and it's currently not open right now. And it is not in the park. It is at a resort. one of the resorts is 1900 Park Fair.
Oh,
Over at the Grand Floridian. Now, I agree. Like we talked about earlier, like some of these on the buffet styles, the food's not always like, you know, you're not always blown away about it. You know, it's so, it's good. It's
you don't go for the food usually.
Go for the character. And so
there's a couple exceptions where the food is fantastic, but typically character meals, you're not there for the food.
Right. So this one I picked because of the character interaction over here. Have you ever done 1900 Park Fair?
I have not ever done 1900 Park Fair.
It is so much fun. It's typically open just for dinner for the characters, and it features Cinderella, Prince Charming, and the evil the stepsisters, and the mom.
And the mom. Wow.
So sometimes they're interchanged. So, and it is so much fun. So if you've ever ran into the stepsisters in the park,
I love them.
Yeah, they're just hysterical and they're tons of fun. But imagine at a dining experience up close to with the changes right now, I'm sure they won't come back and do this, but they would sit right down at your table. And,
oh my gosh. I was like, do they heckle you? I mean, because they do.
They do heckle you. They do.
They're so funny.
Yes. And if they know you're married, they heckle you because you're married and they want your husband, they tease your husband.
Oh my gosh, that's funny.
It's just so much fun. So I picked that more for the character interaction because I just think it's a lot of fun.
Well, again, it's a unique character experience. Like even just that there's Cinderella and Prince Charming, like you could see Cinderella other places, but not Prince Charming.
Right, exactly. And the stepmother, you don't usually see her either. And so
it's like at Halloween, maybe.
And here's a little tip. So when they open it back up, and I'm sure there'll be some modifications initially, they used to at the Grand Floridian right before 1900 Park would open up. Sometimes Prince Charming and Cinderella would come out in the lobby and they would dance, and you could dance with them.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, isn't that so cool?
Well, I hope that comes back eventually.
I do too. I really enjoyed the character interaction there. So,
well, that makes me feel better about. So my next choice is also one that's not currently available, but I hope comes back, and it is the Bon Voyage Breakfast.
Oh yes,
at Trattoria Al Forno. And I like it. First of all, the food at Trattoria Al Forno is amazing.
Yes.
That's definitely like I will eat there for breakfast, even though there isn't this Bon Voyage character experience anymore. Like I'd still go there for breakfast.
Yeah, I know, it's so good. The pancakes are just amazing.
Oh my gosh, it is really good. But and for those who don't know, Trattoria Al Forno is on the boardwalk. It's in the boardwalk area, so where the boardwalk resort is, and then they have like a little boardwalk you can walk on, and there's several good restaurants there. But the Bon Voyage breakfast had, again, unique character in that you don't necessarily always see, where there was Ariel and also Prince Eric.
I know.
And then Rapunzel and my personal favorite, Flynn Rider.
And he is ornery even in person.
I will go to that just to see Flynn Rider.
I don't blame you. I don't blame you. And did you ever ask him when you dined with him what's in his satchel there?
In the satchel? No. Oh my gosh, is that a tip?
Yes, that is a tip. So when that comes back and you have breakfast with him, you need to ask him what's in his satchel.
Okay.
I know, because I've asked.
Okay. So don't tell him. Don't give it away. I've filed it away in my mind now that I will make sure I ask him when I see him.
Yes.
Yeah. So I just love, again, like it's a different, unique character experience where you see some characters you wouldn't normally be able to interact with them anyway. Like you can see Flynn and the Festival of Fantasy Parade, but you don't get to talk to him.
Right. Or a nice picture with them.
Take your picture with them, right?
Yes, exactly. While you're gazing at them. Yeah, so I agree with you. I like that one, but I didn't have that on my list. So
interesting.
Yes. So my next, I really do. My whole family enjoys this character dining. Is the Garden Grill at Epcot.
That is one of our favorites too. And I will say that's another one where I think the food, even though it's family style, but it's I think the food is a little better than some of the other ones.
I agree. I've done it for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So I've done, all the
You doing all the meals. I've only ever done that one for breakfast. But
it's so good.
The breakfast is so good though.
Yeah, anytime. But it is really good. I really love the experience there. The character, it features Chip and Dale. And then, of course, Mickey is there, too. They're in their garden weir.
They're farmers.
They're farmers. It's fun. And
so fun.
I love the cast members also at the Garden Grill. They point out there's some hidden Mickeys throughout there. So just to kind of give you a little bit background, the Garden Grill is in the Land Pavilion at Epcot. The food there is farm to the table. And so, which is all grown at Walt Disney World, if you didn't know that.
You got to go on the Living with the Land ride first.
Yeah, you got to ride that.
Then go have your meal at Garden Grill so you know where your food came from.
Right, exactly. And then it does spin. I think, it's been not spinning lately.
Yeah, I heard the spinning it's not working. I don't know if it's been fixed yet, but that kind of bums me out. I hope that they do fix it.
Yeah.
That was like a really fun part of it is that it spins.
Right, exactly.
Oh, there you go.
There we go.
Steve just asked too.
Yep.
It is the restaurant that rotates or is supposed to rotate.
But it's been down rotating since October, I think.
So Disney, if you're listening, make sure you fix the Garden Grill. We want it to rotate again.
Yes, exactly. So I love it, the rotation. It really just gives you a nice experience. You get to see the inside of the house. That's in the Living with the Land. How cool is that?
Yeah, that's the coolest part is that you're like getting this hidden bird's eye view of the Living with the Land ride for part of your rotation. You want to try to ask for a table that's like on the edge there.
Yes. Yeah. So it's 2 levels. So you want to be on the bottom level. For sure. Yeah. Steve said, they need to fix that. Steve said, yes.
They need to fix the Yeti first.
Yes.
I honestly, this is like such a big joke for Walt Disney World that like the Yeti is they're not like, if they haven't fixed it so far, they're never going to fix that Yeti. But that would be fun if they fix the Yeti.
Yeah, I agree.
Come on, fix your stuff, Disney. Come on.
Yes, come on. Yeah. So, but I love the Garden Grill. It is my family's favorite. I love the macaroni and cheese. I love the dessert. It's like a strawberry, it's like a shortcake, I think. Ooh. And then it has like raspberries and strawberries and
well, I need to go there for dinner, I guess. But we've just done the breakfast, but the breakfast they have I don't know if they called it like monkey bread.
Oh yes, that too.
Like cinnamon rolls, sticky rolls, like in a skillet they bring. Oh my, I could have just eaten those, but then everything else they bring out is amazing too.
Yeah, I agree. So all right, you're up.
Okay, so I'm already on my last one here.
Oh, I have 2 more.
And it is Topolinos Terrace.
Okay, I had that one on my list.
I saved that one for last, the best for last, right? So Topolinos Terrace is, I think, the newest character dining, right? It's the newest. Mm-hmm. And it is in a restaurant on the very top level of the Riviera Resort. Mm-hmm. So number 1, that's already amazing because the view from up there is incredible. Beautiful. Mm-hmm. The Riviera Resort is beautiful. Just having a reason to go there and like walk around the Riviera Resort is nice. But also the food, it's only for breakfast. It's character for breakfast. Topolinos Terrace is also open for dinner, but it's not character. The breakfast is awesome. It is not buffet. It is not family style. You have a menu and you choose your entree, which good luck because it's hard. There's so many good options. And you all get like a pastry basket for your table. Everything there is very good. I just think it's definitely a step above, like the quality of the food is a definite step above some of the other character meals. But then you also get to see Mickey and Minnie and Donald and Daisy.
Yes.
And they are dressed up like artists.
I know. We did that. When did we do? We did that in June of last year for the first time, and I loved it. It was so good. Now it's only, you may have said this already, but it's only in the morning, so it's only for breakfast. So you can't do dinner or lunch there. So
the dinner there is good. It's just not character.
Yes, yes. So, but yeah, it's so much fun. It's so much fun. And I agree with you. Any excuse to go over to the Riviera, I'm in.
It has a definite like fancier feeling to it
It
than
does.
some of
Yes.
the other character dining. Like it definitely feels like ooh la la, you know.
Yes. Yes. Well, it is very French.
Yeah, it's just very, and the artist stuff is just really cute, and I think the characters are very cute with their outfits at that. That's what I love about the character dining is that even though like Mickey, Minnie, Donald, Daisy, Goofy, Pluto, they show up in a lot of them, but they're all different themes, so it's not like this, you know, they all have different outfits or whatever, and so that kind of makes it a little different.
Yep, I agree. So my last one, it is currently not available with character dining right now, but is Ohana's.
I haven't ever done Ohana. I need to rectify this. I know. I have never eaten at Ohana at all.
Never.
And
Never
it's
ever?
recently become like a mission of mine that I need to, the next time I'm there, I have to eat at Ohana for something. I'd like to do the dinner, but I will eat breakfast there too. It's fine.
Yeah, I loved the character breakfast at Ohana's. It was so much fun. At the time, it featured Lilo and Stitch. Yep,
I know. Again, fun characters.
Yes, it featured Lilo and Stitch, and I wonder because the Polynesian has changed over to a Moana theme, you know, in the room. So I wonder if they're going to bring it back.
Oh, they have Moana.
I don't know. What do you
that
think?
would be, but I want Lilo and Stitch.
I know, I do too.
And we have Moana and Lilo. Is that asking too much?
I don't know. It might be.
If Disney was asking a suggestion box, we would like Lilo, Stitch, and Moana, please.
Yes, they can bring it back. So Steve says Ohana is a must do. Yes, the character. They've never done the character. Only dinner.
Dinner is sounds phenomenal. I haven't had it, unfortunately. I'm very sad about it, but I want to go just for the dinner.
No,
but I want to see the characters when they come back. So
yes. So I have a couple bonus ones.
Oh, I had a bonus. I did write one down that was maybe not quite character, but
I bet it's the same as mine.
I bet it is. I bet it is.
But I wrote 2 down. So
I only wrote 1 down.
Okay, so I'll let you go ahead and tell your bonus because I bet you.
Okay, all right. So my bonus one I was going to mention was Be Our Guest.
Yes, same one.
Which is not, I guess, not technically character.
No,
but you do see the Beast. The Beast will come out. And make an appearance, you know, like every so many minutes, like and I think it's really fun how they do it because they like make this big announcement and there's like, you know, I don't know, trumpets that play or something, and then he makes this grand entrance and then kind of sweeps around the restaurant like, "Hello, I'm here," and welcoming.
He waves.
And then he waves and he disappears.
Yeah, he comes back. Yes. It's not quite a character.
It's fun. But again, it's like the only time you ever really get that close to the Beast.
Yes, and the food there is excellent. The food there is amazing. It is incredible. Now I will say this: when the way it used to be, you know, pre-pandemic, the breakfast and the lunch was quick service, and I will say this that I really didn't care for the quick service portion of it.
Really?
Yes, and it wasn't until the pandemic, I'll be very honest, it wasn't until then that I started eating dinner there.
Really? Interesting. Yeah. See, I liked the breakfast there, and that would be one of my go-to like breakfast spots but you didn't see the Beast at breakfast.
No, you don't during that. And we only went there for the gray stuff, but now you can get the gray stuff at Gaston's Tavern. So
stop it. You can get the gray stuff at Gaston's?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, Tina, we need to go to Disney. I
know. I'm like, I haven't been since October and I'm like getting antsy. I need to go.
I know. I'm just like really, really starting to feel this, you know, this very primal need to go to Disney.
Yes, absolutely. So I have one more bonus for us.
Oh, okay.
And this is in Epcot, and I always mispronounce the name. So it's Akershus.
I don't know if I've ever said it right.
Yeah, I never have either. Akershus.
Is there an S before the K? I can't remember how to spell it.
Yeah. Akershus.
No, are you curious? Like, what are they doing with Akershus?
I don't know, but I loved that restaurant for breakfast. Now, the dinner that they used to have was a little bit different, so the food was different, but it used
So it was like Scandinavian or Norwegian
yeah,
food.
but the breakfast was excellent, and it featured Belle in her yellow ball gowns. You could get a picture.
You saw a lot of princesses.
Yes, and they had a lot of princesses, and they did like a promenade through the restaurant with the kids. And
I really hope they bring it back, because like right now, I mean, you can do Cinderella's royal table and see Cinderella, but there's no princess dining really, and Oscar Shush. Somebody might have to correct us on how we're saying this.
Yes.
That was my kind of go-to suggestion for people that wanted to do princess dining. And I would be like, do that instead of Cinderella's royal table. But yeah, I have been very curious. Like, they haven't said anything about when they're bringing it back, if they're reimagining it, but it is one of the only restaurants that has not reopened.
No, for character and over in Epcot. Yeah. And I wonder if they're going to reimagine it to Frozen, because the Frozen is over there.
Oh, because Anna and Elsa weren't characters that came to Oscar Shush.
No, they were not.
But they have their meet and greet like right there.
I know, but I wonder if they'll switch it up and make it Frozen themed.
I mean, if they have Kristoff, I guess I'll forgive them if they do that.
Yeah, yes.
I'm only going to accept it if they have Kristoff as part of the character and Olaf. If they did Kristoff and Olaf, I don't know how they would do then, but that would be cool too.
That would be the go-to dining, I guarantee it. With Kristoff and Olaf, that would.
Oh God, if Kristoff and Olaf were there, and Anna and Elsa, that would become like the new hot dining.
Oh, absolutely.
Disney really needs to hire us or ask us.
I know.
To ask us our opinion.
Yeah, we can reimagine the character dining, and they could just say, "Yeah, we'll do Colleen and Tina. Like, that's who we're gonna call." Yeah.
We are your target market. I promise.
Yes.
We can tell you what we want.
Yes. So, is there any other character dining that you can think of that you really enjoyed, that you liked? There's the popular traditional ones, and
yeah, I know. I did enjoy my breakfast at Chef Mickey's. And I feel like Chef Mickey's is really popular because it's so close to Magic Kingdom, and you get to see the Fab Five. And that was also buffet, but now it's family style. I have only eaten there for breakfast, but I thought it was good. I mean, I thought it was a decent breakfast.
Yeah, I've done all. So
you've done all of them, like
all the character dining.
I love that, because I've done like all the other dining.
I know, and I've done all the character. The only one is Storybook. That's what I have to do. I have to do Storybook. So that's why I need to go, so I can do Storybook. But I am probably of the unpopular opinion that I am not I like Chef Mickey's, but it is definitely not my go-to. I would rather do like Garden Grill or Tusker House or something like that. So we have a Chef Mickey fan, Steve. Steve's like I'll put him up here. Yeah, it is great. It is fun character interaction,
and it is definitely probably one that it's more for the character interaction. I love it. So you can't do autographs there, and I think most of the character meals are doing this, but I can share my little show and tell.
Oh, there you go. Yes.
When I ate there for breakfast last year, it was last April, and they give you this little postcard with all the characters' signatures on them. So because you can't ask them,
and they have a picture on the back.
I do like that it's so close to Magic Kingdom, and I think it's fun to go into the Contemporary, and it's you can see the monorail like while you're dining. Like the monorail is right there going through the building, which is kind of neat.
It is cool, and you can ride it, like you said. You can jump on it. It takes a couple seconds to get over there, or you can walk over. So if wherever with my husband, he makes us walk everywhere. Not that we've done enough walking at Disney, so we always have to walk over to.
It's a nice walk.
The Contemporary, yeah. There's a lot of great dining at the Contemporary that we do over there. That's not Chef Mickey's. So. But it's not my favorite, and I'm sure that's an unpopular opinion.
Unpopular Disney opinion over here. That's okay. Yes. We all have our unpopular Disney opinions. So.
That's exactly right. Exactly right. So there's tons of character dining. There's Cinderella's Royal Table, which is also very popular. And I'm
There's
sure
still a couple that haven't reopened, you know.
right.
There's what was the name? Sounds like escaping me. The other one that was at the Grand Floridian that was Alice in Wonderland themed. Where you saw Alice and the Mad Hatter.
That was the 1900 Park Fair in the morning for breakfast.
Oh, is that still 1900s Park Fair?
Yeah, yeah, I've done that one too. I've done that one too.
Oh, have you? See, that was one I always thought would be fun because, like, where else do you see the Alice in Wonderland characters, especially the Mad Hatter? You know, like you can see Alice in Epcot, but like you can't. I've never seen the Mad Hatter anywhere.
No, and we've done it. And Pooh was there, and Tigger was there.
Yeah, I always thought that was an
interesting
combination, like Alice and the Mad Hatter, and then Pooh and Tigger. But they did also have the Winnie the Pooh stuff at Crystal Palace. I never did that one, and they've reopened the Crystal Palace, but they haven't brought the characters back.
Yes, so I've done the Crystal Palace one.
Of course you have. What haven't you? Like, maybe we should be asking, what character dining have you not done?
Storybook.
Is that the only one?
That's the only one I haven't done. So we've scheduled it, and then I always reschedule it. That's one of those ones I'm like, yeah, I book it initially, and then I'm like, I'll reschedule. But I have to get over there to it just because it looks amazing.
No, it's like gonna be a must. On the next time I go down, I'm like, this is it. I'm on a mission. I have my list of places, and that's gonna be one of them. So one way or another, even if I get a last minute 8:45 reservation, I don't care. I'm going.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. So if you have a favorite character dining or you may agree or disagree with what we said today, feel free to comment. You can also email us or message us. We'd love to hear your feedback on your thoughts on what your favorite character dining. And shout out to Steve who interacted with us today.
Yes. Thanks for joining us, Steve.
Yes, thank you so much. And so anyway, that's all we have for today. So until next time, may all of your vacations be extra magical.